All right. Earlier tonight, the Hall of Fame inducted its first canoe paddling member. Now it's time for another first. The Hall welcomes its 12th different official from a different sport. Time now for Air Riflery. Let's meet Ed Chang. In Hawaii, no one has had a bigger influence in the sport of air riflery than Ed Chang. After beginning his shooting sports career at St. Louis in 1954, Ed went on to compete at the University of Hawaii and became captain and coach of the first MTB rifle and pistol teams with the 4th Infantry Division at Fort Lewis, acquiring a deep well of knowledge he used to help others.
Ed is he's a very stoic, no-nonsense type of coach. I think when I was shooting in high school, I was a little bit intimidated by him because his demeanor was very strict looking. And one of the first things I said was, good thing he's not my coach. But you come to learn who Ed is and what his motivations are, and it is really to help the shooting sports.
Tall Chinese man and with real blunt. He calls spade a spade, you know, black and white. Oh, okay, he's my kind of man.
Yeah, his facade does not match his heart, so
yeah.
He comes across kind of blunt, but he has a really big heart.
That heart and love for the sport didn't just propel his craft, but other shooters as well that were lucky enough to benefit from his coaching.
We met him in 2007. So my daughter was shooting from Moanalua. They went to the state tournament. She came in like 43rd place on that first time. But she kind of liked the sport and realized by going to the state tournament, she realized, hey, there are shooters that are really good. So she wanted to be better. So I had contacted all Punahou's coach, Sacred Heart's coach, and can anybody, help with private lessons? And the only one who wasn't busy and responded was Ed. And he said, well, I don't know if I can help, but I'll try. And in 1 year, she went from 43rd to OIA champ and to 3rd in the States. And she ended up getting a college scholarship to Nevada, Reno, and she was an All-American second team. That was her highest honor. So he did really well, and I am very grateful for that.
For the better part of 5 decades, Ed Chang served as chief range officer and chief referee for hundreds of competitions, and in 1999 became the first state coordinator for the HHSA Championship, a historic moment for the sport that reverberates to this day.
The sport has exploded. I would say the majority of high schools in the state have an air rifle team. There's 120 representatives throughout the state that compete in the state tournament. It has grown quite a bit, and a lot has to do with what Ed has done to mentor it and support it all these years.
He is the sport. He started the sport. He started the state tournament. He is that original point. So I'm hoping that it will be a long legacy.
Yeah, we've been following along, what he's been doing. He letting us do what we do, but, he was a leader, of the pack.
In a sport defined by silence and stillness, Ed Chang's presence speaks volumes. A dedicated leader, a friend to all, and a lovable personality to those that are close to him.
I remember he used to tell me, if you're comfortable in shooting prone, you're doing something wrong. So when I coach my kids, same thing. Are you comfortable? Yeah. Oh, you're doing something wrong then.
Ed likes food, and if we ever go to a buffet line, you'll find Ed at the dessert table first, and he will get his dessert first before joining the rest of the crowd in the main entree line. I mean, that's just Ed's signature. He will get up there first, and he said, why wait? So,
Who gets the bill?
who gets the bill? Oh, I guess more recently I've been getting the bill. But Ed, Ed is pretty generous. He takes care of the people that works, do things with him.
Well, Ed, thank you very much for all these years, and thank you for being the leader of the pack and taking care of the kids, and still taking care of the kids. I appreciate that very much.
Thanks for blessing us with your presence in our lives. We appreciate you.
And God bless you.
Congratulations to 2025 Hawaii Sports Officials Hall of Fame inductee, Ed Chang.
They just asked who needs a chair. I do, but it's too hard to get up once I sit down. So I'll stay standing. I guess I should say thank you to my wife, Janet. Never knowing where I was every weekend. Involved with something to do with the shooting program. I'll keep this short though. I want to recognize on this table my late brother Clayton, who officiated Island volleyball for over 30 years. And then my sister Jeannie, who was one of the earlier coordinators for HSSAA state tournament in volleyball. And then we got the oddball there, Fred, who he just joined us for air rifle when I started in 1999. He hung around until I retired, and now he's got the job. When they complain about the stipend, it's him. Thank you, everybody, for coming. You may leave now.